There are basically 9 topics altogether in O-level GCE 4024, right? Uh, but if we break them down, there are 68 subtopics, and number is the longest topic because it has 18 subtopics. So today we will focus on the first one. First of all, you need to understand what are natural numbers, right? So this is natural numbers. Naturally, you start counting from 1. So that's why we can say natural number starts from 1. Second is integers. Integers are positive or negative whole numbers. 0 is also included in it. Third is prime number. But before I explain what is prime number, you need to understand the definition of a prime number. A number that has exact two factors. For example, 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, and similarly 5 is a prime number because all of these numbers have exact two factors, 1 and itself. Similarly, 3 is a prime number because it has two factors, 1 and itself. 5 is a prime number because it is divisible by 1 and itself. The biggest misconception in student mind is 1 is also a prime number. 1 is not a prime number because according to definition we must have two factors and it has only one factor, which is itself, right? So similarly, square numbers, when you multiply two same numbers, whatever the answer you get, that is called a square number. For example, if you multiply 2 by 2, your answer is 4. Similarly, if you multiply 3 by 3, your answer is 9. And if you multiply 4 by 4, your answer is 16. So all these numbers are squared number. And we will apply the same concept on cube numbers. When you multiply three same numbers, for example, if it comes 27, so 27 is a cube number. Similarly, if you multiply 4 by 4 by 4 and that becomes 64, that is another cube numbers. Common factors. But before I explain what is common factor, you need to understand how do we find factors. The easiest method is you will draw grid division. This division is called grid division. Let's say the first number is 16. Now 16 goes evenly into 2. So you will start with 2. 2 times 8 is 16. And next is 8, which is again divisible by 2. So you divide 8 by 2 and that becomes 4. Then again you will divide 4 by 2 and again 2. So these are called factors of 16. Okay, so if you multiply 2 by 2 by 2, this becomes 16. So basically what I have done, I have written all these numbers here, right? And the other way of writing this is you can write in index form. And what is index form? This is called base and this is called index. So altogether that becomes index form, right? This is base and this is index, and this whole thing is called index form. Okay, similarly, you have another number. Let's say that number is 20. If you divide 20 by 2, that is 10. Again, divide 10 by 2, that is 5. When you divide 5 by 5, you will get 1. And now you have 2 times 2 times 5, which is 20. Or you can write 2 power 2 into 5, which is again 20. And similarly, beta, the first thing that we have learned is highest common factor, right? And that is basically the number that can divide 16 and 20 evenly. That is called highest common factor. Similarly, what is lowest common multiple? We learn what is least common multiple, you need to understand what is multiple. For example, if you have two numbers, let's say if I ask you to find its multiples, so multiples are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and so on. Let's say your second number is 3, and if I similarly I ask you to find its multiples, so it is, my bad, so first is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and so on. So there are multiple common factors. One is 6, second is 12, but they are asking lowest common multiple. So which one is lowest? 6 is lowest common multiple. So we will write LCM, which is lowest common multiple. So it is 6. So again, let me give you a review. Multiples are basically, you can say this is a table. So you multiply 2 by 2, that is your first, then multiply 2 by 3, that is 6, then you multiply 2 by 4, that is 8, and so on and so forth. And similarly, when your first number is 3, and if I ask you to find its multiple, so basically you will keep multiplying. First you multiply by 2, then you multiply by 3, then you multiply by 4, so you will get all the multiples. And after that, if they are asking find the least common multiple, there are two multiples. First is 6, second is 12, but the lowest common multiple is 6, right? So this is the only difference when they ask you to find highest common factor. So basically you need to find factors, and for factors you use grid division. On the other hand, when they ask you to find least common multiple, so you will find all the multiple. For example, when you multiply 2 by 1, you will get 2. When you multiply 2 by 2, you will get 4. Similarly, when you multiply by 2 by 3, you will get 6, right? These are multiples, and this is called your least common multiple. Hope you understand this.